for higher GC News, Mima Ubibia Kwaba, Hadia, latest and hot news, and Kwa Aramede, Bremo, and Uti, so when you subscribe to channel, idea, Bomodia say, Uber subscribe. Yobayana say, Uber click a the subscribe button. Now, Wabeli, a year notification. We answer video for be a bear upload. Also, once a bear can be. Afi we are now like video give us a thumbs up na afi share ma wo foforo so na when you be here na wo hu ensemo a ekoso e wo Ghana memu hanum afi yenti ye sansem ya ababetuja yenti sa report yi
openipa owo the governing New Patriotic Party abemu na nua ya kidnapping share them. Yes, well, may I say that before cry news, so some of you have heard the snippets of it. Yeah. Penny, ye kidnapping no, edini share them, or ye wire. Na di intinti, and ye kidnapping share them. Why no so na kidnapping no, edini share them? Sene, why ye luckiness a share frontliner, me pacho. Between now, any ebra, ye best swear the president-elect, John Dramani Mahama, esi akunya so me pacho, oh da, and kata weni now. When you know about Qatar, one eye open, right? When you back yeah, we are in a very, very serious times. Something is in the making. Make us say ye, okay? Ghana for Kweku Annan make us say muntie kakrawate. Na mun fire serious kakra. E bi ma dwe o say, oh, ye betra ha kasa ya simply because our whole business was to just get rid of the NPP party, and that was all about it. So therefore, and it was as though we were doing some kind of what? Propaganda. Me, Kweku doing propaganda. We are sure. I'm not those journalists who, no, don't take me for one of those. Me say, when you so, Nana give me the prove it yet now. Penny bay, our NPP move. You kidnapping our Jubilee house, or you wire, yet miss them, yet tomb. Now, one of the boss, Abrano, and I dream breaking news, a baggy. One reporting Yeguha, any. I have a 15-page document, and a main fair man I drew it. But, sir, 15-page document, a move back, maybe cut, maybe show idea. Apart from Sir Penia, yet chin share them. Other two top government officials in the MPP were also beaten mercilessly at the Jubilee household. Folks, and yes, someone who are media neutral one. The third on the agenda, ASM. Prophet Penibi Power Memuha, also for Penibia. Wabe can ask some way you. Wabe can ask some way, as Shanim come, and we said John Dramani Mahama, Ebedin Queen, and one no. Also for the cast asem where we are. And until I'm me man in quotation, John Dramani Mahama's prophet and attack. Or can asem we are. Hey, a man for say, Jaha, me no wasem. Oya also for bear. Na dear sintin ye attacking on. A gentle on person more attacking on almost saying a life. A kidnapping on our Jubilee house. Yes. Mofa Kandapa met two screens in my Ghana phone. Mr. Kandapa, the National Security Minister, has been kidnapped. Now, one didn't share them, one didn't show her for how many hours. Was kidnapped at Hifa, at the apex of government, Jubilee House. Yeah, any a chain on. One didn't share them. Papayo Adasui, Interior Minister, Ayora Nitiwu. And also, he was beaten, manhandled, and all sorts of things. Yes. And Sana, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Quartey, and I asked a friend, Henry Quartey, yes. Munkobe Sora, Mr. Quartey said, yes, Ora, Henry Quartey said, and there are some on that screen. Mummy said, a dear, any idea, I will Jubilee House. The essence of this report, feedback in the issue of Jubilee House. Now, guess what?
Frontline breaking news.
At the end of the reason why Emma, the national security, Albert Kandapa was kidnapped, and the interior minister, the defense minister, Woman so suffer brutalities, you know. Eyadenya, obetie asem. Monfa wo mumi enu numra, and the 3 set, and monfa kandapa, and mo rotate on the Ghana for woman. Very fast, quick, number can report. Now, we echo. As I'm kesi about folks, me who be that under Akufo Addo government, Asamoba, Bepamocho, attempt. There is also a fast move, an attempt of say, Ebinimunya. They will plot a military coup. If the president-elect, Yedibesi Akunyaswa, one more ever plundered this country into some form of military coup. But we are also watching them closely. Now, Sarah report here, maybe Kaya Trewi. Made them 2 weeks ago. And who says what? Look, I am one hell of a journalist with a lot of investigators on the ground. My team are working 24/7, and we are not here to joke. Now, for the purpose of clarity and for what has happened at the apex of government, why the National Security Minister Albert Kandapa was abducted or kidnapped, and then the Defense Minister Nitiwu and the Interior Minister were all manhandled by the national security operatives. Folks, yeah, the papa way, my national security minister had never share them. How many hours? Wait a minute, I'm going to tell you how many hours he had never share them. And besides, about a wine them never any free them ni never. Now, Tiha, my main kind report where I'm the man 2 weeks ago. Let me recap again so that you can appreciate the challenge going on. I said, reports indicate a significant number of party vigilantes, including key persons of the invisible force, who sacrificed at the peril of their lives between 2008 and 2016 in ensuring electoral success for Akufo Addo, continue to be neglected across the country. TVA also research among 200 of the individuals who provided crucial security backing to the NPP indicates a large number remain in abject poverty, given insufficient 1,000 Ghana cedi salary earnings on monthly basis. A greater number of the engaged operatives indicate 70% of the operatives have lost their marriages. All right, but it. BNI report today says 70% of the invisible force, Delta Force, 70 of them from our egu. Our enegua due to what? Due to the inability and the inadequate sufficient money to take care of their homes. All the protection the Mamo MPP for 2008, 2016, 2020, Muwinia Panuiano, Mosi Munimo Harry, Monfa Muniminchire baby. If we are say now here. I'll say again, 40% of the same have vowed to undertake criminal activities should their party lose the elections. Party. I can report here 2 weeks ago. Also then, 40% of same have vowed to undertake criminal activities should their party lose the elections. Lastly, 55% of the engaged individuals vowed to unleash action on key appointees for the neglect. Your more party in say. Apart from say 70% our yeguno, 40% woman say MPP co-positioner has somewhere been seen MPP Murebeho. Now one more party say Ebasa they will unleash just they will form criminal gangs ewo memuha. One be din samone Edietia MPP any or may. It was them just a couple of a year party MPP yet to abaniwe. There are a lot of people going on rampage tonight. I mean breaking news mom say most of the rampage air question and this for you know. I am stating this on authority and I challenge anybody. Me say some rampage in air question a lot more on Wankasa and MPP vigilantes in the yes report not capturing in our. Now or say 55%, and so would engage in individuals they will unleash trouble and will move for us. What it means is, specifically, most of the appointees accused the National Security Coordinator, Edward Kweku Asmini, Edward Kweku Asmini, for their demise. The group indicated Asmini had refused to increase the 1,000 cedis allowance to 2,000, as directed by Rebecca Akufo Addo and the President of Ghana. Allegations are that Kweku Asmini sits on the allowance on monthly basis for his own parochial expenditures at the detriment of the operatives. Sadly, most of the operatives lambasted Asmini for his sudden ill-gotten wealth, including show-off of high-end Range Rover, Lexus 600 SUV Land Cruisers, and other high-end luxury vehicles valued at $300,000 when he was said to have lived a penniless life at the mercy of Akosua Menu. Recently, an Oko elections to Adenta. That's the woman we are talking of. Akosua Menu, aspiring Adentan MP. Some operatives assigned to research department indicate Asmini was a taxi driver in the UK. Thus, any serious thinking operatives would find it difficult to take any sort of instruction from Asmini, that his character record and exposure was not up to pair with the coordinator position. However, mysteriously elevated by Gabby otchere darko to destroy the security fabric of the country. Now, this guy, one nipa bakwa, wama accused to be behind the security operatives misika. Now, before me de paper base, my remember another breaking story. She said, yet to abani we Saturday, on the 7th, on the 8th of December, national security operatives at the car, ekura the national security HQ, epaki sika eguhonya dugukamu, edigraneko, and we have the video. Oh yes, I've intercepted the video, and I'm going to show you the video anytime. Yeah, we have intercepted the video. I sent a message to Wine Kweku Asmini, come out and confirm or deny. Say, Ebane say, and the operatives in say Sikano was given to Kweku Asmini. Say, unfair share operatives, you know, for my allowances, and the Akika can be an unfair. No, one face can be more operatives. Yeah. Now, at the apex of the security services of the state are being abducted, kidnapped, and being beaten mercilessly. Or say, Asmini's elevation to the seat without any established affiliation with the MPP fraternity has been noted by operatives as a catastrophic move to thwart party campaign and election activities. It would be recalled that few months ago, Asmini threatened to sack the operatives should they undertake any form of demonstration whilst the ongoing events unfold. Asmini continues to push his family and friends into permanent positions within the Ministry of National Security, whilst party operatives who had hoped for permanent contract have started panicking for unknown turn of events during the December 2024 elections. It is proven that the ongoing abuse of operatives has consequential impacts on the country. The individuals were well trained and politically connected, would pose significant threat to the country despite the workings of the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 2019. And at Ghana for Mamekai Pepe Angela. Me say, Mamekai Pepe Angela Ghanaians, and I did. You think Kweku was lying? This is the BNI report. Me one of those journalists I always talk and I prove with documents. This document is coming from their own intelligence organization. Now, There is also a 15-page document coming from the state intelligentsia. But tonight, Enyada may be kind. That 15-page, you know. Then somewhere woman here. I swear to God, as some can say, they see Ghana. But you know what? First of all, my main can't say me and send me refuge. Tonight we are learning, say, the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has launched a year-one Operation Recovery Aura or the group Naba Bonte. President Mahama,
what raise issues we are about Akufo Addo Jankoma creative arts?
Yeah.
What is it?
Kwabra. So sir, interchanges in over painting be na cost one. Nice. Beautification nice. But kwana kwhwe sika. E emfa say the artistic work the emfa say artist bia not ye ne fe. Me artist intimi nka say artistic work nye fe. E emfa say e fe. What was the processes? E kwa be ne fa so this contract ne man no. Is it
on one execute
according to the minimum no through the company? So no no head of your friend say creative art agency.
And me and on one the company and
masa.
Is it a hearsay or
no, it's not a hearsay.
That should when empirical evidence.
It's not a hearsay. It's not a hearsay. What they not on China, then we come back to the ambulance issues. And also so are involved. Sir, ambulance $58 million ambulance and $34.9 million ambulance spare parts na for you. She's involved in those things. The question is, Ebani saying, apart from said the contract and cry overinflated, no, is it because of said the papaya Akufo Addo ntia na said then? In all these things must be investigated, so that yebehu no cry wom, because you cannot tell me say okoto spare parts. The best service 307 ambulances now a cost $34.9 million. Now ambulance nani boy say. So what you are saying, and your money be bro as I said, you share near come because the mandate na Ghana for their money. It cannot be business as usual. Yen to me now my way muma. Abai bia ba na sebi and your my troka. Oko auditors friends auditor general's report mu a che say yesika na kwese sebe ye de contain e konsuo o man sika no che say ehho atuatue na obia e fa bi left right center na sa kokwasa sa na ye so ye de ka say wo se Ghana ha 32 million people no ye ka say ye che ye ka obia de ka more than 22,000 Ghana cedis to the extent to say yet mean Pierre Kama, yes, Yananum, ye papanum, pension, a friend, say, crown, editor, come back to Tom Hundruno. And so, a quite watch me. Now you walk a nipper that send me almost some from Ghana for Edomosa Bogana, she come a yes, can left right center, a bit of more the echo to Guyana, a bit of the echo Mauritius, a bit of I mean, it's shocking. Oh, and yen to mean Tenassi and share and yan Shahai Masadi way in Koso. It, you know. Very, very, very important. I mean, Denya Kopwan say Operation Recover All Loot. Ankoba say ya win ya we ansa na this project neighbor. And Kaya no beka say a friend say witch hunting.
Yeah.
And in any case, we are before you be hunting. But a part of your manifesto. Etigana ni bia wo hwehwe se ga NDC your manifesto no. Ye be disunia dia ya adwuma pepepe no. Oral is one of our manifesto promises, and we have to do it so that it will serve as deterrent to others. Because yet to me, Tinasina Sebi or my muddy to me shall inside. Too many of the Amasa Fabesom Yamfa Masa Fababokrono. And you're very, very important because Sebi ye nipa 32 million, and yet a few maybe a friend say nipa 100 and not 200 and not 300 and I ever said 10,000. Bia ye did to me share president in some chair to me be my mo say ye munyam from 1 year more mine no na mafumo manager pade efa.
Resource free this year election mobile no. Feeling Bennett the amount.
Oh, me dear, me feel it. I'm a bit normal about it because crabbing a shock came in, but mostly no, I knew they were coming.
MPP in government G watching your own friends G watching me cry me can't be me G watching and oh catch him be say one she had the business Ghana who be that enti e buy no e dey na na ekoso wutrim time and resources as a trickle in.
I just feel say we'll be vindicated. Almost say yakoje bribe na ye no almost we the entimi being see that almost so debi o hwe 1990 when ni man say look about we unprecedented elections into bianya history and to baby no on going forward. I think it was some time that I'm for about the must confirm my medication.
Really?
Oh yes, people will tell me on social media say I should be taking my medication because I'm say we at the chima was wrong. Yes, because we were seeing something nobody was seeing. Then maybe what you but nobody was seeing it. Now not everyone was say, look, if we can see it, then anybody who does a scientific research must see what we are seeing. Why research PR or use scientific method piano should not be blind about what we were seeing. Because I was quite shocked, say people said it means people were not doing anything.
But no, most who were researchers, they were giving them figures.
May say what we were seeing, anybody with a scientific research method and tools would have certainly saw what we saw.
So meaning almost a year projections 50.1, 50 plus, almost a good job or their methodology is wrong.
A completion of everything. Because look, we hear the scale of the defeat now. There's no way a scientific research will not pick the noise. Something from science, you know. Science means it can be replicated and mostly you get the same outcome. And your voodoo and your income. So once you follow the same methodology and you speak to people who are in Ghana today, who went out and voted, there was no way you couldn't pick what we were picking.
Mira, Mame, anyone starting free a year constituencies. Now they are by regions. Now they are by national. Now let's deal with the constituencies. Gyamfi say Mansonia Kasakasa Kakra Ewoho. But the fact the NDC is doing 188, right?
I don't even know what
what
minimum
187. 187 NM say MPP so yeah say 98 880. Okay, but from the constituency level, what happened?
Look, and that was even more scarier than national elections, you know, in terms of what we were seeing. You know, much earlier. Some of them, in fact, more than 7 months ago. Some over
my specifics.
Yeah, Oshe Trobu. There were signs say Trobu is going to be Amasama.
Okay.
And then Kwabena almost over a year. There were signs. Oshe Ablekuma the same situation. Ablekuma West, the same. Tema West and Tema Central, the same. All the MPP systems, including Anyaso Otuom. But we didn't see Ojagbawe for some time because now if you say if we know what is happening around the surrounding that could be true for the same Ojagbawe. But
yeah.
we went there, I think sometime in June or July, and the story wasn't different. And I'm so if the MPP stronghold is behaving like this, then I wouldn't bother myself going to NDC areas.
But be a almost stronghold, no?
Yes.
And I've been so this is strongholds.
I wouldn't go there and waste my money on it. I would never went to any NDC stronghold. I'm on for friend me. Oh, Adenta. So I don't want to. I mean, I don't know. I didn't need to go there. I didn't need to go there. And here, sometimes your BBA use we follow your name use more different MRP. MRP no we use demographic of the constituencies no. Any past elections, current data. Now that we say Ebekoni said. Once we knew what was happening in Medina, any place around Medina, we know what will happen. Over hours west will go. Now who this you can see say what will happen in hours will happen in Adenta.
Okay.
Over
that's just neighboring constituencies, no?
They share some characteristics. A bit of middle class and upper class.
Okay.
Over let's say Ododio. You know what will happen in Ablekuma South. You know. Over Ablekuma North. Now you know what's gonna happen in Ablekuma West.
Yeah.
Over Trobu. The Trobu is in trouble. Ebeka Anyanso Utu. Say Trobu is in trouble. Ebeka Domi Kwabena.
Indeed, Baba Sadik no one when they say border.
Baba Sadik Ablekuma Central. No, I don't say only we say says Ablekuma South or border. And
on a
Kion, yes.
And a share border.
Yes.
But all right, a year Baba Sadik off.
Not entirely off, because there was a caveat say Omo were mostly not all, they have a big chunk of NDC for maternity.
That is Boama. Oh.
So in that situation,
that's a game.
No, see, there are people by their nature they are liked.
Okay.
Oh, but
Boama is one of
them.
Yeah.
And I say unless he can get the NDC guys to leave Boama, it will be hard for him.
Okay. But not now unim say
no, yes. Because NDC were aligned and MPP were scattered. Some of them were voting heavily for Kion. MPP for no. So I knew that one will not survive that kind of situation.
Yeah. But Asante region.
Yes.
Constituency level.
In fact, it was shocking. There were signs say no, in fact I was thinking say NDC will hold their usual 4 seats. And maybe 1 or 2 there will be some disturbance by independence, and that would give NDC a chance. But the scale of the numbers was shocking.
What should I do in Asante region?
Whatever
with your experience,
whatever happened in Accra, whatever was happening in people's pocket, they felt the same thing in Ashanti region. And to make matters worse for Ashanti region, Omofile said they have done so much for MPP, but they've got nothing much in return. So it wasn't gonna be like, oh, I had the NT. And I think our political class must begin to assess themselves. The attachment of ethnicity to parties is becoming weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
Weaker and weaker. The economy will always trump over those ethnicity and my stronghold syndrome.
Now, and ever don't care say NDC and year because
look, we are looking at a voting population where over 70% of them are below 40 years old. So these guys are not really tribalistic, and for them survival.
Yeah. So
one deliver. I mean, it will be very, very difficult in the future. Also, demography the older they are, the more attached to the party emotionally. You know, or the crowd on to NDC, bottom of NDC, or the crowd on to
MPP.
But we are seeing a shift, and if they don't take care, reform Ayasi, seriously, in the next 8 years.
Osha Asante region, any voter region, voting pattern. You saw some changes in Asante region.
Yeah, whereas in voter, they were they were more solid behind the NDC. Than Asante. Asante was completely mess. In fact, the polls have shown, say, look.
I don't know, yes, sir.
Look, one, you have issue of lack of development. Tangible development.
But use your microphone here.
Okay.
Good.
Tangible development are young Ashanti region. until the last minute, you know, started some big projects.
Yeah.
And I think they saw it as an insult.
Yo, it for Winnie and Summer Abeto. Yep, so Mikao says, so we now subscribe to channel idea, Bomodia say, we subscribe. As a hadia later and hot news and Aremeyaw Bremo. After we are now like video, no, give us a thumbs up, now fee, share my Ato Forson now when you be here. Now who and somewhere koso ewo Ghana memuha. Uso betimi otchere wadwen afaye and somewhere nyina ho ewo comment box ni mu. Mobati minkabium in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.